Right, hello again. My name is Gilbert Nyambavu, and we are continuing our interviews with the group of journalists who are visiting the country to see what we have to offer in terms of tourism. I've got somebody different now. Could you begin by telling us who you are, what organization you represent?
My name is Lynn Houghton. I'm a freelance journalist, so I write for sometimes newspapers, occasionally magazines, websites, online, virtually always the UK, except for one California publication called Travel Age West.
Okay.
So
is that because you sound American as well?
Exactly.
Okay. Now, Lynn, is this your first time to Zimbabwe?
This is my first time to Zimbabwe, but I have been to Zambia, Malawi, to South Africa.
And of course, you find Zimbabwe better than Malawi and Zambia and all the rest. Brilliant, Right, you visited Masvingo. You've been to Bulawayo, you've been to Hwange, now we're in the Vic Falls. What are your impressions of what Zimbabwe has to offer in terms of tourism?
Well, I'll start from where we are now, which is the Vic Falls, because something unique happened. A person got in touch with me just yesterday and said, wow, you know what, I've stayed at the Victoria Falls Hotel, and you must find Philip and say hello. He is the longest serving member of staff. He's worked there 50 years.
50 years?
Yeah, so I had
Did you find Philip?
I did, and I had a little interview with him, and it was fantastic.
That's fantastic, brilliant.
And this person had been the first person who had taken me on safari in Zambia and Malawi about 10 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. But
fantastic.
Generally.
But generally, so Vic Falls, I was just so impressed. I mean, the actual, I think it's been mentioned already, we did the helicopter flight over the falls. Yeah. Absolutely stunning. It's just unbelievable. But actually, like today we went on the walk along the falls. Along the falls, equally impressive. Yeah. But Hwange, going on safari, we stayed at the Elephant Eye Lodge. Yeah. Fabulous. That is my favorite thing always, is safari. But I did not know about Great Zimbabwe and the monument. So the hill complex, the history, the whole place. I was, we say gobsmacked. Yeah. I really, honestly had no idea it was going to be like that. So it's so many, and the rhino. Yeah. Matobos, hills. Yes. Which of these places would you recommend to your friend, to your best friend? I think it would be Hwange. And which would you recommend to your enemy? Oh no! No, that's a naughty question. I'm not going to answer that.
So my name is Kirsten and Henton. I'm representing a company called weathertotravel.com.
Is this your first time in Zimbabwe?
It is, yep.
Yeah. What are your impressions of the country from what you've seen so far?
I've been pretty much blown away by everything we've seen so far. It's really diverse. It's incredibly beautiful. The weather is fantastic. You've got amazing wildlife. What's not to like? Yeah.
You've been to Masvingo, you've been to Bulawayo, you've been to Hwange, now we're in the Vic Falls. Yeah. Which of these places would you recommend to your friend?
I'd recommend them all, but without any question, my highlight was seeing the rhinos in Matobo Hills National Park. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I see you're holding a can of Zambezi there. Yep. I tried to introduce you to some other local brew. Yes, you did.
Chibuku Super.
Yes.
How did that go?
Not good. Not good. It was definitely not for me. Yeah. It was not a brew for me, to be honest with you, but it definitely has to be tasted. So everyone has to try that.
Yeah, but you guys discovered something else on your own, something called Skippers. How was that?
Also not good.
Also not good.
But definitely also worth trying. So you have to try these things. You have to try everything. Okay. Always try everything.
Right.
Where do I think things maybe fall down a little?
Well, let's put it this way. Where do you think we could do better? Where do you think Zimbabwe could do better?
I think that you're working on it already, because I've heard people talking about it. Perhaps, and I hear there maybe are some issues with transportation, roads, making sure that roads are accessible in good condition. I think Harare is a little bit, like once you're in the town, it's not so good. And I think it's funny how little things like that can make people if it's a bumpy ride or whatever, they're like, maybe they're okay with it if they're going off into the bush. But I think when they're in like a big town like Harare, they'll be a little bit... They
won't be expecting that.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So that's the thing that kind of springs to mind, I think. Other people have already said the warmth of the people. the friendliness,
that's a
helpfulness.
huge asset in itself. Yeah,
massive.
Yeah, it makes you forget the potholes and what.
Yes, truly.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Truly.
So you're going to go back to the UK.
Yep.
And you're going to write about your experiences.
Yep.
What recommendations are going to make to your readers? What do you want them to be aware of when they're coming to Zimbabwe?
So obviously we'll talk a lot about all the amazing attractions and things to do. I think I would definitely let people at home know, particularly UK people who are very set and follow timings, that maybe you need to be prepared to be on Zimbabwe time, which is a little bit more relaxed.
What is your understanding of Zimbabwean time?
Definitely a little bit more chilled, a little bit more flexible. You'll get there in the end, but it might not be quite as quite the timing that we think. So maybe that's okay. It's a good thing to warn people.
Especially when you're on holiday.
Yes, and it's good to be relaxed when you're on holiday, but just be aware that maybe timings will shift, and that's fine though. That's okay.
Kirsten, thank you very much. I hope you had a wonderful time.
Thank you. I've had a fantastic time.
And all the best for what remains of your trip to Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thanks.
Thank you.